On the night of September 8, 2017, 19-year-old Kenneka Jenkins headed to a party packed with dozens of young adults inside the sprawling Crowne Plaza Hotel on the outskirts of Chicago. By 2:30 in the morning, the celebration was winding down. Kenneka was visibly intoxicated and struggling to keep her balance, so her friends asked her to wait by the 9th floor elevator while they went back to the room to retrieve her phone and car keys. It took only a few minutes for the friends to return with her belongings, but when they stepped back out into the hallway, the elevator lobby was empty. At 3:20 a.m., hotel surveillance cameras captured a new development. Kenneka was on a lower level, stumbling completely alone through an empty service corridor, far away from the public areas of the hotel. While she was physically lost in a massive complex, a chemical reaction was already accelerating in her bloodstream, dismantling her body's natural defenses, and leaving her rescuers with an incredibly narrow window of time. The toxicology report later identified the factors driving her impairment. Along with a blood alcohol concentration of 0.112%, examiners found a prescription medication called Topiramate circulating in her blood, a drug Kenneka had never been prescribed. This diagram shows the two separate substances in her system. Because both are central nervous system depressants, they create an exponential spike in neurological impairment, as the topiramate amplifies the depressive qualities of the alcohol. Under this combined load, the brain's ability to process basic data fails. A person in this state suffers extreme disorientation, a total loss of motor control, and a literal inability to navigate their surroundings. The interaction also triggers a failure in thermoregulation. While alcohol dilates blood vessels to dump body heat, the topiramate simultaneously disrupts the brain's internal thermostat and disables the body's ability to shiver. At 3:32 a.m., with her defenses against the cold effectively neutralized, Kenneka entered a dark, out-of-service kitchen. She pulled open the heavy metal door of a walk-in freezer and stepped inside. Her internal biology was now in a freefall. Because she could no longer physically react to the freezing environment, her survival relied entirely on an immediate external rescue. At 4 a.m., Kenneka's friends called her mother, Teresa, who arrived at the hotel an hour and a half later to begin the search. Teresa begged the hotel staff to review their security cameras to find where her daughter had gone. The staff refused, citing privacy protocols that prevented them from looking at the footage without the police present. When Teresa called 911 at 7:14 a.m., the dispatcher reached a routine administrative conclusion. Assuming Kenneka had simply passed out after partying, the operator advised the family to go home and wait for her to reappear. The family remained at the hotel, spending the morning knocking on guest room doors themselves. The wait lasted until 12:46 p.m., when Kenneka's older sister traveled to the police station to file a missing person report in person. At 1:15 p.m., police finally notified the hotel to begin a formal, coordinated search, more than 10 hours after Kenneka had initially disappeared from the hallway. By the time the search began, the cold had already overwhelmed Kenneka's compromised system. While the hotel followed its privacy protocols and dispatchers treated the call as a routine occurrence, the window for a rescue had already closed. Just after midnight on Sunday, nearly a full day after she went missing, a police officer and a hotel employee opened the unused kitchen freezer and discovered Kenneka's lifeless body. The medical examiner ruled the cause of death as accidental hypothermia. The findings confirmed that her inability to find her way out or survive the cold was the result of the synergetic alcohol and topiramate intoxication. The tragic discovery triggered a wave of public anger and online speculation. These theories were driven by a community's distrust of the institutions that had completely ignored a mother's warnings for 10 hours while her daughter was trapped inside the building. In the civil courts, the family sought accountability for the delays. In 2023, the hotel and its security firm reached a $10 million settlement, a legal response to claims that the staff failed to secure the kitchen or react promptly when Kenneka was reported missing. The case led to changes in hotel management and law enforcement across the country. Chains began requiring unused freezers to be padlocked, and local police departments started dropping informal waiting periods, treating reports of missing young adults with immediate urgency. Kenneka Jenkins' death demonstrates that biological crises do not wait for bureaucratic approval. It underscores the danger of allowing institutional protocol to supersede the immediate instinctual warnings of a family in crisis.